How often have you stood by the back door, staring at the garden and dreaming about all the things you could be doing to the yard? But to make those dreams a reality, though, you're going to have to get them out of here and onto a piece of paper. Now, that means drawing up a plan, and it's not as hard as you might think. So, let's get started. We all have different ideas about how our garden should look, what needs to be included and what needs to go. That's why a plan gives everyone a chance to put their ideas down for others to see and, importantly, understand your vision. There are many ways to draw up a plan, from a rough scribble to a professional draft, but here's a way I find works really well. You'll need some paper, a pen, a tape measure and an extra pair of hands. Start with a hand drawing of the yard. Include boundaries, the house, sheds and any fixed parts like trees and clotheslines. Ignore the garden beds and small shrubs. You just want the garden's bare bones. Don't worry if it looks a little rough, you'll be doing a neater copy later. It's now time to start measuring. Now the secret is to take as many measurements as possible. Let's start at the corner of the house. From here, take 3 or 4 measurements. One to the side of the shed, then to the side fence, now along the back of the house, then to the tree. Remember, all from the one place. Now move to another point and repeat the measuring process all over again. Keep this going from new point to new point. Once you've run the tape over the yard, your paper should be filled with numbers. Time now to turn these into a plan. I prefer to use graph paper to draw on. You can use any scale, but working on a centimetre on your ruler equals a metre in the yard will make it easy to transfer the lengths. Grab a pencil and start putting those measurements onto paper. It won't take long to turn all that detail into a scaled layout of the yard. Finish by tracing over the design with a dark pen or texter. Once you have the master plan, take plenty of copies. It's these you'll be working on. Now, you can not only think about how you want the yard to look, you can also draw it. And that's the start of a beautiful garden.